Hey guys, what's up? It's Chris here, iTouchiApps, and today I'm going to be reviewing the iSkin Touch Vibes for the iPod Touch 2G, Friday, August 31st, 2009. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight on into this. Okay, what's up everyone? How you guys doing? Like I said, I have the iSkin Touch Vibes here for the iPod Touch 2G to review. This was sent over to me by iSkin, so I just want to thank them very much. Okay, just go ahead and take this back out of the case. I was actually rocking this case yesterday, so I've been using it for a little while now. I was rocking it a little bit before that as well. With this product, you don't only just get the case, which I'll show you in a second, you also get this little box of goodies. And go ahead and just do that, and you get pretty much everything out. So just go ahead, close this back up. You are supposed to open that. It says open, and then some other word. You do get a screen protector, very nice. You do get the 3 iSkin stickers, very nice. You get the little instruction manual on how to install this case, how to use it, instructions and all that jazz. Okay, put that off to the side. And you also get a anti-static cleaning wipe. No, get your mind out of the gutters. It's not what it is. It's an anti-static cleaning wipe. Okay, so you get that as well. Put that all off to the side. Oh yeah, and you get this right here, this little piece. It's a little dock connector that can sit in your dock so that you can use the case and dock at the same time, which is also pretty neat. You also get this little dock protector piece right here that will slide into the bottom of your iPod, which I'll show you in a minute. So go ahead and place that off to the side as well. Okay, so now just let me go ahead and take my encase slider off of my iPod Touch 2G. Place that down over there. Put this case over here because that's not what today's video is on. And now let's just cover a little bit about the case before we go ahead and put it on the iPod and get into it. So, as you guys can see, it is a silicone case. It is bending, it's wobbling, it's doing what it's supposed to do as a silicone case. But it's not that kind of stretchy silicone that I know a lot of you out there don't really like. It is that hard type silicone. You guys know that there's that silicone that'll... Thanks, Mac. There's that silicone that'll stretch as far as you want it. There's that silicone that'll be in the middle. It'll stretch a little bit, which is good, so you can massage it around. And then there's this silicone, which is pretty thick. It's pretty tough. It's not going to rip. It's not going to really stretch. You guys can see it's not really stretching as I pull it. So this is that kind of tough silicone that I know a lot of you out there like, so this is a pretty cool thing. They do carry this case in red, this blue, purple, clear, and a black. So in case you guys aren't interested in this color, definitely go and check out the other ones that they carry. With this case, you do get full back coverage. You do get the chrome bezel completely covered as well, which I'll show you in a minute. And while I have this case off the iPod, I want to show you the cool design that they built and worked into the back of this case. You guys can kind of see that diamond texture. See if you guys can probably see through the case. You can see that diamond texture that they built into that case, and then it'll show through on the back. You guys can see the back is very smooth, but then the inside is a little bit rugged. Hopefully you guys can hear that. The back is a little bit rugged, but it's nothing to worry about scratching the back of your iPod or anything like that. It's very minuscule, just enough to get to the design in there. Well, so, very neat design that will show through to the back, which you guys will see right about now. So I'm just going to go and take my iPod Touch, just give it a little quick wipe down on the iMac cleaner thingy. So now, they tell you to install it bottom first, then stick in the sides. So we'll go ahead and put it in the bottom as deep as we can, that's what she said. So just stick it in there, try to massage it around. Leave that one to you guys. So now you want to just take the corners, you just want to stretch it around, just like that, and you'll get that around there, you'll see that. Then you get this corner, and you want to do the same thing, sorry about that, and just stretch it around. And there you go, you have the case on your iPhone or iPod Touch, and, well, for this case, just the iPod Touch, and you're ready to go. What they then insist you do next is just pull it up and massage it into place, try to line up everything. So that's what you want to do, you just want to go ahead and pull it up, just try to massage everything into place. So I'm going to be doing right here. So we got that. Alright, so now the case is on our iPhone and iPod Touch. Very quick, easy install. We're ready to go, do what we gotta do, go throughout our day, and whatever. Very cool thing about this case, like I said, guys, that design on the back really shows through to the iPod and kind of almost reflects off of the iPod. You guys can see it there in the light. Looks very, very cool. Let's go ahead and just cover the front first. On the front, you guys can see it does completely cover the chrome bezel. I'll go ahead and zoom in. You can see that it does completely cover the chrome bezel all the way around there, so you don't have to worry about your bezel getting scratched or anything like that. Very neat. Another thing I liked, minor, but you know, it's just something I found, which is pretty neat. You guys know if you have an iPhone or iPod Touch that there's that little dip. Let's see if I can get this to autofocus in here. Let me go ahead and just zoom out. There's that little dip in between the bezel and your screen. That right there, you guys can see it. That collects a lot of dust. This case actually comes over and kind of goes down a little bit and just covers that little dip. So that's very neat, so you don't have to worry about getting dust and everything in there. Okay. So, down to the bottom, excuse me, you do have your home button fully accessible, so you just have this nice blue blue layer that's going around the outside of your, or whatever color you choose, outside of your iPhone or iPod Touch. Very neat. Down here at the bottom, you have your fully accessible headphone jack and your fully accessible iTunes port, or your sync and charge port. One downside that I figured out about this case is that this piece down here, when you go ahead and plug in your iTunes cable or your charging cable to go ahead and sync or charge, doesn't let you push it in all the way, because this top piece on this part up here comes over a little bit too much than it should. So what I found myself having to is having to pull this up a little bit, just like that, and then plug it in. Minor, not that big of a deal, but you know, just something maybe you guys can work on over there at iSkin. Maybe just this case, I don't know, just something that I found that I thought I'd let you guys know about. Alright, so we'll work our way over here to the side. On the side you can see here the volume rockers right there have their own little cutouts, very nice. You guys can see those are easily accessible. If you can double tap, you guys can see that. And your power on and off switch also has its own little cutout right there almost. And then you want to go ahead and just click that very easily. Let's go ahead and move over to the back. This is what this case is really all about. You guys can see that very nice diamond texture design throughout the back of this case. Looks very nice. Let's see if I can just get the cool little panning effect right here. And a cool thing about this case as well is that you can see straight through, since it is clear, straight through to your iPod logo. So you can see the iPod, see if you guys can see that right there. Yeah, you guys can see that the iPod logo with the Apple makes it look all like this blue kind of color. So that's very neat that you guys made it clear enough to see through that, but still thick enough to be protective. You also have down here the let's see if I can get this to autofocus. The iSkin vibes right there, the company name and the name of the case, just right under your gigabyte or however much yours happens to be. Very neat. If they line that up, I don't know, but okay. You guys can also see down here on the left and right side that they have this neat little design that comes down right here that brings the case up a little bit more than the rest of it. You guys can see it right there. Okay. Just something they threw in. I think that's pretty neat that they just made that little more of a design than having just a flat back with the diamond texture. That's really neat. Just something to give it a little bit more flair. All around, guys, this is a really great case. It's definitely going to offer you some amazing scratch protection on the back, because it is that thick silicone that's really going to protect your iPod. Not going to offer you that much height and drop protection, but it's going to offer you minor, because it's going to absorb the shock. It is a silicone. It is a plastic, so it is going to absorb the shock, so that's very neat. Okay, so this case, would I recommend it? Yeah, why not? If you guys on the market out there looking for a nice silicone case that's tough and it's going to protect your iPod along with giving it a nice stylish look, this is the case that you guys want to go out there and you definitely go ahead and give it a check. It's on sale for iSkin's website for $29.99. Definitely go ahead and check it out. I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Really quickly, just let me go ahead and show you this little dock piece. You just go ahead and see if we can fit this in down here. Nope, that would be the wrong way, I think. Let's see if I can get this. Yeah, you just have it put in there in the bottom, not that big of a deal, and it just protects dust and everything from getting into your ports. So, that's it, guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Favorite, comment, rate, subscribe. Everybody have a wonderful day, and new videos coming soon. Peace.